世界が滅んでも誰もいなくなっても最後までずっと一緒だから。優子にくっつくのは悩んでる時に限る。照れないし逃げないもの。
不安にさせたか？
大丈夫、ちゃんと相談してくれたから。それにみんなもきっと同じ。優子が思ってる以上に僕たちは強い。
Since the new core has started for A rank party, I once again find myself at a crossroads, right? Like the new core was really after, you know, after episode 11, or was it episode 11 or 12? Well, 11, 12, 13, I think it was. I think they took a break somewhere in there, somewhere hiatus. Anyways, I find myself at a crossroads. I think my true assessment here is if you are enjoying or if you are interested in the content that they're giving you, which is very much this interdimension travel, another world. This episode, we learned about a king and a wish being granted to save a world, and a harbinger of death, a world-ending thing, calamity happening, magic created for, you know, a wish magic created and a wish that was granted. If this stuff interest you, and if the storyline and trajectory that they're on hold value and interest to you, which they totally can, I think you're finding a lot of enjoyment and entertainment from this. If you're on the other side of the coin, which is kind of where I'm at right now, where I don't want to say I hate it, but I also don't love it. And this storyline, well, let me say this. From what, if you missed my last week's episode, from what makes A rank party special is not Yuke or him being a hero or him being OP. It really is just him and the relationships he has with the girls from Clover, and then the adventures that they can go on as he kind of navigates potential romantic feelings and options through the different girls, and the way that he has a relationship with them. For me, that's really what makes the anime special. It's less about the world and the fantastical values, and now this, you know, achromatic darkness and a gateway into another world, and those things don't really interest me. And when I find myself watching this episode, again, although I don't think it was necessarily bad per se, but, you know, as they're navigating this world, and we have Rune as a new character, and she's from this world, and you have an old man with you know, that's here, who has a curse on him, and we're finding out more about this other world, and Yuke being deemed the hero. And I'm just finding myself not interested. Now, it did pull me back momentarily for two events this episode that I would say elevated the episode, at least to where I wasn't completely dismissive of it. Those two events are, one, I love seeing Yuke and I forget her name, blue hair girl. I love seeing her and Yuke, you know, get even closer to each other. I love seeing kind of some of the barriers that were there before not be there anymore. Rain. I love seeing the barriers between Rain and Yuke not be there as much anymore. I like seeing their love more open. Also, although they haven't really shown us anything, you could definitely see that, like, they're definitely a hell of a lot closer than before. So I definitely love that. And then the second thing, I guess it's kind of a twofold thing. I guess there's really three, really. But the second thing is learning the fact that Yuke's uncle was also a very renowned adventurer as well. And they didn't really cover that. They just kind of sprinkled it in there. But that sprinkle was enough to kind of be like, oh, so he comes from somebody else, or he has ties to somebody else who's also a very renowned adventurer as well, too, which kind of builds his value even more. The questions, of course, are where his uncle, did his uncle die, blah, 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 you know? So that was also interesting, too. Oh, and then I guess the third thing, like I said, there was a third thing, two-parter, is Lucent, the leader of the other adventure party that they're partnering with, I think is a very interesting character. Now, that's really all I can say, is that he seems very interesting to me, and he seems like a good moral judgment compass kind of guy. So I hope to see more of him as the show grows. So I think I'll keep watching, but like I will tell you, like the new storyline and getting away from just Yuke and the girls, it's not really my cup of tea. I'd rather see more Jamie get back into the mix. I'd rather see him get closer to Nene. I'd rather see him get closer to Silk. I'd rather see him get closer to Marina. And, now that he has an established relationship with Rain, I would love to see what that next established relationship looks like with Silk. And, seeing Rain kind of like maybe even instigate that, and Marina, and, you know what I mean? I would like to see more of that. I think that's kind of what makes the show enjoyable for me personally. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. You could totally have a different opinion. I hope you do. Share that in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next week for episode number 14, I think is what we're going to be on next week. Let me just triple. Yep, next week it's episode 14. But I will say, like, if it continues to be just very blasé, there's just so many really good anime this season. I don't know if this is one that I just keep through for the next 10 weeks. It's a hard ask for me when there's just so many other anime that take priority. So anyways, we'll see what ends up happening though. I'll see you guys next week, my friends. Have a good one. Peace out.